You are watching a master at work.
Hi guys, it's Lupe here from the Lupe Experience with my epic summer fresh fragrances list. As you can see, it's a really nice day in the park. I decided to take you guys outside. Now, what inspired this video? I got a PM from one of my subs. So he says, I'm traveling to Africa on assignment, and due to the weather conditions, I would like to know what fragrances would work in absolute heat. He says, I know you don't like the screeching, synthetic, chemical, tinged designer fragrances. I'm very much like you. What are the best fresh fragrances for people like us who don't really like fresh fragrances? Hope to hear from you soon. And so that was the inspiration behind this video. I'm going to give the best fresh fragrances on the market. And so we're going to have the best soapy fragrance, best Chypre, the best fresh floral fragrance, the best boozy inspired fragrance, best beach themed fragrance, best lime, bergamot, and green fragrance. We're going to have the best orange fragrance on the market, and we're going to finish it with the best mint offering. So without further ado, let's get into it. So guys, let's start off with the best soapy based fragrance on the market. Soapiness is a really fundamental way of expressing cleanliness through your scent. And the best on the market has to be Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. It's inspired by the Italian Riviera. You're going to get very crisp citruses, really thick, creamy neroli, and the accord just comes off like really luxury. So what's incredible about Neroli Portofino is its longevity. You're going to get that very vivid, creamy, soapy, fresh accord lasting about 10 hours. It's an incredible fragrance, one that you definitely need to check out. And if you want the best soapy based fragrance on the market, you got to check out Neroli Portofino from the Tom Ford Private Blends. So next up, guys, we have the category for the best Chypre. Now, what's a Chypre fragrance? It's a really broad categorization for fragrances that have a fresh citrus top, a floral mid, and a woody, ambery, or musky base. Now, what is the absolute best in this category? It definitely has to be Aventus from Creed. I don't have to say much about this one. Very crisp, sparkling pineapple over an oak moss base with ambergris, incredible longevity, amazing projection. This fragrance is absolutely beautiful. If you haven't smelled this, what exactly are you doing? You need to smell this. So Aventus wins the best Chypre fragrance. Now, in coming up with this list, alternatives and you know, a little bit of debate came to bear. So if you're looking for something else I feel is the best in category, look at Bleecker Street by the House, Bond number 9. Incredible Chypre, has this fruity berry, aquatic, ozonic thing going on, really sweet, fruity, sparkling, crisp, laid over pepper and oak moss. A gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance, works wonders in the warmer months. And it has the projection and longevity, the character and depth to be a good scent that will last you even into the colder months. So Bleecker Street by Bond number 9, I'll say is a close second in the best Chypres category. When I think of summertime, I think of oranges. I don't know why. Summer and oranges just equate in my mind. Maybe it's because oranges have that golden color to them, and it reminds you of the golden sun, and it's just juicy, refreshing orange juice. So I definitely had to search high and low for the best orange based fragrance, and it's none other than Armani Privé's Orange Alhambra. I recently reviewed this. This is a gorgeous fragrance, and we're talking about a very unique, complex, and exotic orange-based fragrance. It smells like sun-dried orange skins laid over oak moss with culinary herbs, spicing it up. Very unique. A very rare fragrance and very hard to find. But when you get your nose on this, you will be amazed. The best orange-based fragrance is Orange Alhambra from Armani Privé. And coming in at second place is none other than Orange Sanguine from Atelier Cologne. This is pure orange juice on your skin. Think of Tropicana orange juice without the bits, without the pulp, and that's basically what this is. Very singular accord, very simplistic fragrance, but it does it to perfection. It smells exactly like what it's supposed to smell like. And what's incredible about this is its longevity. We're talking about 8 hours and above if you have terrible skin. That's what you get out of this fragrance. Very intense, juicy, sweet, gorgeous fragrance. Orange Sanguine by Atelier Cologne comes in at number 2 for the best orange-based fragrances. Now, for all my alcoholics out there who love their boozy-themed fragrances, they want to smell great with a touch of alcohol-tinged excitement. The best fresh fragrance that's boozy-themed would have to be L'Humaniste by Frappin. And Frappin is a French cognac making dynasty. It's only appropriate that they have the best fresh boozy themed fragrance. And what you're going to get is essentially a gin and tonic. It smells like you mixed a slice of lime with cold soda and some gin. There's a little bit of pepper to spice it up, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Really refreshing, really crisp. The best fresh boozy fragrance on the market. And coming in at number 2 would be Virgin Island Water from Creed. This fragrance is absolutely a delight to smell. I've heard it before. It smells just like a pina colada, coconut, white rum, really fiery ginger that gives it that alcoholic heat. It really blooms in the warm weather, and this is a fragrance I cannot do without. Definitely one of my warm weather champions. Coming in at number 2 for the best boozy fragrances, Virgin Island Water from Creed. Riddle me this. What's fresher than mint? Nothing. That was a rhetorical question, okay? So when you're talking about the best fresh fragrances, you definitely have to have a mint category in there. And no fragrance does it better than Mint Fresh from Healy Parfums. This is a very minimalist, simplistic representation of the mint notes. What you're just going to get is peppermint, spearmint, mint leaves, and mint tea. Very crisp, very transparent. Feels like a refreshing blast of cold mint air just basking on your skin. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely divine. What's incredible about this fragrance is how well done and how authentic the accords smell. You're going to get a very high quality luxury scent. Very simplistic and minimalist, which is characteristic of James Healy since he actually is a graphic designer. But it's just absolutely well done. This is the best mint-based fragrance on the market. Mint Fresh. Now, coming in at second place for the best mint-based fragrances would have to be Geranium Pour Monsieur by Editions de Parfum Frederic Malle. Geranium is a minty floral. There's also a minty note in that fragrance, and because of the thickness, creaminess, and the pungency of the florals, you get what smells like toothpaste. If you want to smell toothpastey, that will be your holy grail fragrance. The only reason why I put it in second place and Mint Fresh as the first is because Mint Fresh just does it better. It's more simplistic, it's more true to the genre. It does away with a lot of the other things that might take away from the mint note and just presents you with clear, crisp, transparent, refreshing mint. So Geranium Pour Monsieur is another fragrance you should check out if you're really into your mint-based fragrances. It comes in at number 2 on my list. Now, if you're looking for a great mint-based fragrance, but you don't want to shell out over, $150 that a high-end luxury fragrance like the two I've mentioned will get you, look at Cartier Roadster Sport. Really refreshing blast of mint that seems to hang on a little bit longer than those in other designer fragrances. Really good for the summertime. Well done. Probably not the best high quality fragrance, but money well spent. Coming in at number 3 for best mint based fragrances would be Cartier Roadster Sport. So, what is the best beach themed tropical vacation? White beaches with beautiful, gorgeous seas, waves crashing on the beach. Oh my goodness. I want to go right now. It's got to be Virgin Island water. Nothing is more tropical, nothing is more relaxed and beachy than this. Beautiful coconut, white rum accords, and this is definitely a staple in my holiday travel selection. If you haven't smelled this, you really have to. This is one that people would adore smelling on you, and obviously you're going to love the way that you smell. Virgin Island water is the best beach fresh fragrance. Now, the next category in our list of the best freshies, for people who don't like freshies, are the floral freshie fragrances. Now, the best I've come across has to be Lyric Man from Amouage. And it's a very rosy, soapy, clean fragrance. There's a little bit of incense there. It's very complex and deep. But the central accord you're going to get is something like a high quality luxury rose soap. If you haven't smelled Amouage Lyric Man and you want to smell like a very clean, fresh rose that would work very well in absolute heat, check out Amouage Lyric Man. Guys, coming in at number 2 for the best fresh floral fragrance would have to be none other than Reflection Man, once again from the house of Amouage. And Amouage, known for very high quality incense, frankincense, amber, heavy scents, but this time they come with a really clean, fresh floral fragrance. Amouage Reflection Man has notes of jasmine. There's that clean soap and neroli that gives it that fresh tinge to it. It rests on a soft bed of vetiver and sandalwood. Has a hint of vanillic sweetness to it and a little bit of powderiness from the iris. So you're getting a fresh floral fragrance, and this is a gorgeous killer. One that's sure to get you a lot of positive attention. Really good as a floral fragrance for the warm weather months. Amouage Reflection Man. I saved the best for the last, guys. This is the very popular category of that lime, bergamot, green note fragrance. The absolute best on the market has to be Neo by Sergioff. This is just absolutely divine. You might smell this and think it smells like something you've smelt before, but what makes this fragrance different is, one, how authentic and vivid that lime bergamot note is, and how long it lasts. Crisp bergamot citrus tops last typically about 30 minutes. You're going to get that green note hanging on for about 9 to 10 hours on this bad boy. Absolutely gorgeous, and it's a lot more complex than people give it credit for. Has a very creamy, sweet neroli orange blossom flower in there. The dry down has really crisp vetiver and spice with cardamom, really reminiscent of Chanel sycamore. It's just absolutely divine, and this has quickly become one of my all-time favorite fragrances. I really cannot see myself having a fragrance collection without Neo by Sergioff in it. Expensive and pricey, but absolutely worth it. Great longevity, amazing projection, and compliments for this one are just off the charts. People will love the way you smell. And there you have it, guys. My epic list for the warm months, spring, summer, heat. You got the best fresh based fragrances for different categories. And if you do not like freshies, this list was made for you. These are going to convert you. I don't like freshies, and I absolutely adore these fragrances. So until next time, guys, smell well.